We have a big box, and on this box says some of the most exciting words that I think you could ever read. Large scale model railroading product. Let's see what my inner child thinks of that. Exactly. And what this is a Bachmann Spectrum 1 to 20.3 scale 260 locomotive. You might have seen my Eureka video, which is a 440, very similar. That one is an earlier model from getting towards 20 years old now. And since posting that video, several people have said to me, I'm surprised yours still runs, because these were made with nylon gears, which were prone to cracking and separating from the axle. So a lot of those don't actually run anymore. They can be repaired, but it's a little bit tricky. But anyway, they did do 260s back in that time as well. But this reissue 260 is the latest model of this scale that Bachmann have made, so should have a lot of improvements from the first one. So I've had this in my house for over a couple of months already, and I've been saving opening it to share with you guys, but hold myself back, so let's get it open. So I bought this from Kramer in Las Vegas. I bought quite a few items from him. You can find him on eBay. Anna Kramer, ANA.Kramer, that's his username. But he does have his own website as well. So the recommended retail price for these is $1,250. But Kramer has bought quite a lot of Bachmann stuff, so he can afford to give quite a discount, and actually bought this for the listed price of $599.95. So to me it was about £450. Then I had to pay about £88 postage, and then once I got it into the country I had to pay £110 to release it from customs. Right, so what do we get? Little envelope. And with Kramer, by the way, he does have his own website, and if you go to there and email him directly for an order, he'll give you a discount on the eBay price. Now, I've forgotten to do that every single time I bought something from him, so don't you forget. Let's have a look. Right. Okay, so a booklet about the features and instructions. Whoop. That's about the warranty, which is only available in the US and Canada, so useless to me. That looks like Spanish. That's about the warranty as well, which is useless to me. Diagram of all the parts in case you need spares. Hopefully they still have some in stock if ever you do need them. More of those. More of these as well. And we got a piece of circuit board. Got a driver, engineer, fireman, and also an adapting coupler. That looks like some smoke fluid as well. Cool. Right. Got my knife. Ooh. Okay. How is it? That's been moved a little bit. Chimney's loose inside. That seems dangerous to me. Doesn't look like there's any damage. Right. Now to get it out of the box. Away. Anything there? Nope. Cool. Okay. This is the tricky bit, you don't know where to grab it. If I lift it at the front, the whole weight of it is going to go onto the lamp there, which I don't want to do. It seems to be caught at the front. Where do I go? Let me get that out. I really don't know where to go. Okay. We're free. Well, that bit. That's just awkward. Right. A couple of loose bits I can see. We'll have a look. Right, I'm going to put it that way around. Right. Hopefully that's just a fit on. Yep. Just a bit of plastic wrapping the lamp. Just come off easy. Yep. Get these silica things out of the way. Box door, That's right. Then there's this bit. Oop. Top of the steam chest. Come off. If I can get it out. There it is. Don't go any particular way. Don't think so. There we go. I'm going to fix that pipe back in somehow. It goes in there. It goes into the hole, and that one goes down. There we go. It's all right. Okay. So the bell's straight. A few little scratch marks on the top of the chimney, but nothing major at all. Nothing to worry about really. It's a little bit loose, wobbly. So look at that. Otherwise, looking all right. Protective cover on that. Right. Straight off. Cool. Right. There we are. And I wasn't actually wanting one of these for a long time. It was after seeing the gathering of the Victorian locomotives on the Cumbers and Toltec earlier in the year that I thought, yeah, I quite fancy another one to go with my Eureka. And it was seeing Toyman television. He showed his Glenbrook, which was a beautiful model, and he was saying how great it was, the later release of these. And I thought, yeah, do you know what, I'm going to get one of those. But I didn't want to go with the Glenbrook, as beautiful it was, because, simple reason, the Glenbrook doesn't have a road name on the tender, and to me that just looks unfinished, and I wouldn't be happy with that. So I thought, well, I'll go with a Rio Grande engine. I'll go with this one. And here it is. Oh, get the drawbar out. This is a bit stuck. So yeah, two connections. Then as the Eureka, they got two holes on here, so I can go right up close, as real as possible, or I can draw it back just a little tiny bit to help with tighter bends. So I'm not going to do the electrical connections just now. There we go. Pretty nice, huh? So let's look at the features this engine has. This is just what's listed on the side of the box. So it's set up for DC control, or it's ready for DCC control as well, and also radio control. It has a balanced can motor with an all-metal gearbox, which gives power to all 6 driving wheels. So being the all-metal gearbox, that's a massive improvement from the older ones with the nylon gearbox. It has fully operating Stevens valve gear with piston valves, crosshead pumps, and Johnson bar and linkage. It has electric pickup in all drive wheels and both tender trucks, so that's 7 pairs of electrical pickup. It has 2 optical sensors, 1 in each cylinder, to give you the option of selecting 2 or 4 chuffs per revolution. So that's for when you've got a sound control system in. 2 or 4 chuffs per revolution. I don't know why anyone ever has 2 chuffs, because you've got 2 cylinders, so each one of those, one forward, one back, you're going to have 4 chuffs on a revolution. Those old Bachmann 10-wheelers that have this built-in sound system that they only do 2 chuffs per revolution, they just don't sound right to me. So with mine, I just used to leave the sound off. It used to annoy me. But I'm particular like that. Anyway, has a factory-installed speaker with wire pigtail to allow easy installation of optional aftermarket sound. So you can choose your own soundboard to go with it. And it's all ready to take it. There's switches behind the smoke box door to allow you to choose whether the headlight and ashpan flicker and the smoke generators. There are switches in the tender, so you can switch between track power or your other control device. Realistic coal in the tender. Really? Not really. When do you ever get realistic looking coal on models? I think I'll be changing that at some point. Option for body mounted or truck mounted couple height. As the issue that was explained in my Eureka video came with a lower coupling which only goes with big hauler type models, which this is a Spectrum model and should therefore go with Spectrum rolling stock or AMS AccuCraft stuff. So I had to change the coupler on that one, but this one actually has the replacement. Load synchronized LEDs in firebox and ashpan for realistic fire glow. Interesting. Complete backhead detail. Yep, has controls in the cab. And engine and fireman figures. We got those. Funny that it doesn't mention about all the decals and all the detailed pieces to celebrate, that they want to celebrate about those. And they only mention the coal, which is the worst part of it. But oh well. Well, what a beautiful model and a great addition to my collection. Now it's very important that you do not run these before you've lubricated them. So I'm going to do that, and I'll probably show that in a separate video. But let's see it running. Well, isn't that lovely? There you go, that's the Bachmann Spectrum 1 to 20.3 scale 260 locomotive in Denver and Rio Grande Raton. I'm not even sure how to say the name of this engine. I've always thought Raton, like it would rhyme with baton, but then I remember in America you don't say baton, you say baton. So, Raton? Not sure. Could be very posh English and say Raton, but I doubt that. I found that this is a place in New Mexico, so it's bound to be a Spanish word, and I found it actually means mouse in Spanish. So, okay, Spanish accent, raton, Okay. Donde este Juan? Juan este en Raton. Is that right? But then I found on Bachmann's promotional video for this line of models, they pronounce it Raton. I never would have thought of that. I would have expected an E to be on the end, to be Raton. But oh well. Do you live in this place? How do you say it? Do you know for sure how to say this name? Raton? 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 Let me know. Couple of quick points. When this was going around, I noticed, see these pipes here, they're sanding pipes that should go right under the front of the wheel. I noticed they're kind of sticking out, and one of them was even being pressed by the connecting rods as it was going round, which we'd have to try and press that one in somehow. And you might have noticed, if you were very keen eye earlier on, when I took this caviar off, there were scratches on these storage boxes. Now this thing's actually made of metal and is just there resting on top, nothing holding it in place at all, and that's how it was when it was packaged in the box. So in the box, if it was shaking around at all, this was free to move around and do what it likes, which really isn't good packaging. Am I bothered though? No. If anyone who's worked on steam engines, like I occasionally do work as a fireman on a railway, storage boxes on the tender get hit daily by big, black, dusty rocks. So you see dings and scratches, and they're always covered in dust. So when I come to give this a very light weathering, Bachmann have already started the job for me, so cheers. And a final point, this is Denver and Rio Grande. All the rest of my stuff is Denver Rio Grande Western, after they rebranded the name. You might have seen my video on the AMS Jackson Sharp coach. That's the previous version of those coaches. Should I use this as an excuse to get a new coach, one that's in the red Denver and Rio Grande livery? If I did, that'll be the latest version of those coaches, so that could be a good excuse for another video. So if you think I should do that, write in the comments, Simon, you do not need food, buy another coach, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe. Right, well this has been quite a long video, so I'll wrap this up. Thank you so much for watching, I hope you've enjoyed this. It's an absolutely beautiful engine, really happy with it. Please leave some kind of a comment telling me to buy a coach or otherwise. Please give the video a like, and please make sure you have subscribed to this channel. There is so much more to come. Every subscriber helps. And I will see you in the next video. Cheers!
Raton. Raton.